You know, you do your very best to paint me as a cad, but I assure you I had nothing whatsoever to do with Mr. Rain's departure from Bay City.
I don't believe you.
Do you think I would forfeit the money that I put up for his bond?
I think he wouldn't blink twice.
If Mr. Rain does not appear for his court date, I shall be a much poorer man.
$100,000, that's peanuts for you.
I'm going to have extradition papers drawn up immediately.
Yes, bringing back the renegade. That'd be a feather in your cap, wouldn't it?
I'd rather see you dead in a cage where you belong, Carl.
You do have a dark side to your nature, don't you?
Well, I know damn well that you orchestrated this whole mess.
Jumping to conclusions again. Oh, dear boy, you are going to trip yourself up.
No, Carl, I'm going to be waiting and watching for you to do that.
You don't know me as well as you think. And not half as well as you would like. You see, I don't make big, foolish, romantic mistakes. No. I make it a practice always to pay attention to the obvious and to the law. Two of your defects.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I think I do. I've had your number since you took me to trial, remember? And failed. Rather miserably. Yes. You see, dear boy, you do not pay attention to the signs. That probably explains why you have kind of a shaky relationship with the women in your life. I mean, poor Rita was...
Shut up!
Then Lorna, yes. I mean, that has to be regarded as a failure, too. Come to think of it, you know, I haven't heard any aspect of your life, professional or private, that's been successful.
Not taking the bait, Carl.
I think I'm about to pull my hair out of my head. Can I please see you outside?
You gonna be okay?
Yes, yes. Would you two try to stop flexing your muscles?
Gladly. Gladly. But you know, somebody really must tell this persistent assistant, the DA. He must stop this vendetta against me. Else I'll be forced to take action.
Well, you and Spencer certainly made me feel that way with all of your lies and your manipulations.
I would tell any lie. I would go any distance to stop a man who swore to my face he wanted my wife. You left me no choice. I would do all of that and more to keep my wife.
What do you have, some kind of a trophy? A doll? Grant, I don't want to be kept.
When we were up in Canada, Grant, I asked you if that bullet was meant for me or for Ian Rain. Now, did you want to shoot me?
It might have been better for all of us if I had.
See, you don't care who dies, as long as you get what you want. Now just back off, Grant!
Stop it!
Or what?
Stop it! I will talk to my husband alone.
If you want to reinvent yourself as a loving father, I suggest you not be rude to people.
I've always been rude to people. Besides, he isn't a people. He's a lawyer. Did you see how earnestly he wants to get me in jail? I mean, isn't that rude?
I thought it was rather charming. He's not intimidated by you.
Not with Mr. Anderson. His knees were shaking under all that surge.
Really? I thought it was anger. I think he thinks you're a challenge.
I think a means to an end. He wants to build his political future on my carcass.
Someone will.
But that young man will overstep the mark.
He got to you, didn't he?
It's people like that that make me grovel for my respectability. Speaking of which, let's talk about our next public appearance together.
Pauline is lost somewhere in Central America. Do you think that I can think about your social calendar while that's going on?
Oh, you're right.
I can't extradite him.
Why not?
We don't have diplomatic reciprocity with San Cristobal.
Nothing's as easy as it seems, is it?
I can't believe you're here. It's like a tropical hallucination.
Well, I hope that means you're happy to see me.
Do I look happy? I feel like I just spotted a tarantula. Now, what part of never again don't you understand?
All of it.
I told you to stay far away from me, Jake.
I couldn't do that. I mean, this is no place for you to be traveling alone.
Well, I'm not alone.
I had to make sure that you weren't another one of Ian's hostages.
Jake, please, just go home. I don't need or want your protection.
Well, we'll see about that.
No, we won't.
Elena, I love you.
Well, that's your problem, Jake.
Look, I'm not gonna stop loving you no matter how many doors you slam in my face or how many miles that you put between us. I can't forget how soft your skin is or what it feels like to wake up next to you in the morning.
Don't, Jake. The sweet talk won't work anymore.
Ian is a bigger threat to your family than I ever
You're
was.
crazy! Ian is not dangerous. I just watched his dreams fall apart in his hands.
Well, that makes the guy even more desperate. You know, he must have a really good line because he's already got you in trouble with the cops. He's got your lie on something you would never do for me.
Well, you wouldn't understand.
You see, you're not even acting like yourself.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm changing.
Maybe he's gonna get you to take a long walk on a very short
Ian is doing something selfless. Something for his father's memory. To save years of research.
so that he can cash in on it.
No!
I know that Ian thinks Mac did his father in. Did you ever think maybe he's getting ready to sue your family? Did you ever think about that?
That's your style, Jake. And Ian's nothing like you.
Paulina, he's got you so you don't even know what's good for you anymore.
Meaning you?
Yeah, maybe me. I'm not gonna let you stay with that weasel. I am not gonna let you sleep in the same room with him.
Well, here's a newsflash for you, Jake. I will sleep where and with anyone I want.
My wife asked to speak to me alone.
It's all right, Ryan.
Fine. Go check on Stephen.
Thanks.
Why did you run away from me?
Because I'm not a child. I took control of my life, Grant, and I walked out on an unbearable situation.
You risked your health.
Well, it was my mind or my body. What could you possibly have to say to me?
I love you.
And that's supposed to just make me forget all the horrible things you've done to me?
Your engagement ring, where is it?
I hawked it for 2 tickets out of this pathetic town.
Means that little to me?
Well, its value has been steadily declining. Let's talk for a minute about some of the things you've done to me. I don't even know where to begin here. What? Was it blaming Ryan for a bullet you fired? Or drugging me into some kind of a zombie so I believed all the lies you told me?
My love for you is no lie.
It's the biggest lie of all. You kidnapped me just like Carl Hutchins. What'd you do, put a bag over my head when you brought me?
Victoria.
You could have taken me to Bay City. I could have recovered there. It was good enough for you.
I wanted what was best for you.
You wanted me all to yourself, Grant.
You're my wife. Why shouldn't I want that?
You never asked me what I wanted.
I thought I knew. I brought you your mother. I brought you Stephen.
You brought my mother, and you turned her into some kind of a spy, and you brought Stephen because you thought it would make me stay here.
Is that what you think?
You keep treating me like I'm some kind of personal possession of yours.
That's not true. You're my life.
I don't want to be your life. I wanted to be your partner. But I realize now that all you want is some kind of a showpiece. Someone that you can control and manipulate and monitor.
I wanted to keep you safe from the likes of Ian Ray.
Come on. Game's over. You weren't afraid of Ian Rain. You never even believed he existed. Your big fear was Ryan.
I had cause.
Ryan and I said goodbye. We were willing to put the memories behind us and move on, Grant, but you see...
But you just couldn't forget, could you,
I guess none of us could. But you made me feel so guilty. So miserable, so self-conscious, that I couldn't trust anyone but Ryan.
You're saying all of this is my
Look,
fault?
I don't care whose fault this is. I'm saying I can't live with you like this.
Don't say that.
I'm saying it all. I can't trust you. I can't respect you. And I don't love you.